turn that music down a little bit. What is up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, dude, I am so like, dude. I'm just. You guys are all dudes. So, oh my god, dude, like, I am like so like excited right now. So the deck just came in, the one that I was just telling you guys about. I got done with ceremony a while ago. I had to chill out for a little bit. And just relax. I wanted to get like the art and the framing. Like, it's not easy to do this, like I had to like, create. I'm not complaining, but it's just a different setup than what I would usually do for like Facebook, right? So, but anyways, I'm not complaining. I'm totally fucking stoked about doing this. And yeah, so like my collection's complete in a way. So let's get started. My collection's complete. Welcome back to the. I don't know what I'm starting. I just realized my aesthetic. Anyways, all right, so let's get to it today, guys. Today, tonight, or this evening, first of all, for everybody that showed up for coffee and cards this morning, awesome, thank you. I'm gonna probably be doing coffee and cards tomorrow, same again at 9 o'clock, probably for a little bit, just to get it going, and yeah. Anyways, kind of get the prime emotions for the day and see what the day holds for the elements. All right, so let's get started, guys. So today on the channel, or what I'm doing for the unboxing, is we're unboxing this, the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian C. Wilde, right? And so we're unboxing this today, and it just came in, and I just want to kind of like show how freaking beautiful it is already. Boop. Come on, there it goes. So that's the box that it comes in, and right away, like, it was just beautiful packaged. Like, it was, if you see the stories, it was beautifully packaged. It was like kind of like nestled in bubble wrap and paper wrap, right? It was beautiful. And the cards are, so first off, the cards are white, and that's the center is the back of it, and the cards are all white. I already opened them. I already consecrated them, connected with them, and the name of them came through really, like, the name of them came in really nicely. It was, and I'll say it later on. But looking at the symbology, like of the box alone, like, okay, first off, like, alone, like, just the way this person has done the artwork and the symbology, her research on the symbology, it's so like foolproof and like, or like, or like, I didn't think about that, or just, it's like, of course it is. It's so like this recognizing of like, and it's so like this like recognizing of a truth, or understanding, or recognizing something that you've believed before, or that you can't deny, like, yeah, that does make sense. It's very really cool with this unboxing, right? And so, or with this deck, and I've noticed it with the let's see, am I doing this? Let's see, where are we at? And I noticed it with, let's see, how are we doing? We're too close. Let's see. So I wanted to show you, like, so if you guys don't notice, so like now, okay, I'm just gonna get to it. And I noticed it with the cloth, and I noticed it with Amo, which is the Antiquities of Magik Oracle deck, which is the first one that I got from Jillian C. Wilde. And I just kind of like got cool with the freaking artwork, right? And it felt really good. It felt nice. And I'm like, well, I wonder what the tarot deck looks like. And then, and well, I got this divination cloth at the same time from the same author, right? And just Jillian C. Wilde, and it's just a beautiful cloth as it is already, right? It's freaking beautiful. Like, there's so much symbology on it already. And at first, I was like, well, like, what does some of these stuff mean, right? Like, what's the deal with the unicorn up at the top? Like, and there's no pamphlet that really the divination cloth comes with, right? So there's no real pamphlet that this comes with, and there's no real like understanding what the wolves mean or anything, or what the double-headed Pegasus means, or what the upside down bat means. Like, there's no real like pamphlet that shows that. And then so with the Antiquities of Magik Oracle deck, like some of the stuff that comes in on it, like that kind of like that shows a little bit of what the symbols correlate to. Like I noticed that some of the symbols for that describe the elements are similar or kind of have a good description from the book of what it says, right? And then I keep saying I'm a lot. Stop it, Adam. Chill out, bro. Yeah, so let's like get right to it, right? So we're just gonna get right to it. Come on, Adam, get to it. I know, but I gotta do the build up and stuff, right? All right, let's get down to it. So, all right, so then, but like, so now we're just gonna get right to it, right? I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna open it up, guys, and we're gonna like get to it. So right away, it's beautiful already. It's a nice already box. The box feels good. It gives already the idea that the cards are gonna be matte. They're not gonna be glossy, right? That's like the matte finish. And I'm gonna show you what glossy means when we go to like card reading. And so like this is kind of like I want to say like not medium glossy, but a little bit high gloss. So like see, you get the gloss, the reflection of the light in them. Okay, so it's already the fact that it's already a matte kind of like finish on the box is going to tell us that all right, the cards are going to do that as well. And just this is cool that it has the elemental symbols on the side telling us earth, air, fire, water, and just on the side the naked heart tarot. And I like the writing already, the font. That's really cool. That resonates with me. And you know, just looking at it, I starting to see like, hey, what's up, Penny? And so you see like how it is in the back, right? Like, oh, I didn't notice that. I did like was attracted to that. And then I love the way that this is right here, right? The way the font is and the artwork is on here. And I just looked at my coffee cup and I'm like, huh. But I had this months ago though. Anyways, the aesthetics coming together. I love it. Let's keep doing it. All right, so here we go, guys. So I'm gonna zoom in on some of the stuff, and I'm gonna start showing you, and I'm gonna go card by card on the deck, and I'm gonna open it up. All right. So let's do that. So we're just gonna move me this way, and then we're gonna lower this down this way. And so, yeah. All right, cool. So now we have closer. Can we see this? Yes, we can. Can we see that? Yes, we can. All right, cool. Let's get started. So let's just open the box. Here we go. I don't know, should I get closer? Let me know. I could do this. Bam. All right, cool. All done. Hey, I love my tripod that I have. All right, cool. Let's do this. So this is perfect. Just adjusting my stuff. Oh, I love my tripod. All right, let's do this, guys. I am so set now. Boop. All right, so here we go. Right away, it's a nice little booklet. It's a nice little thick booklet. It's small, it's not heavy. It's the papers, it's in black and white. Thanks, Penny. And there we go. Right away, the first little message is, it takes a brave and beautiful soul to fly out of the darkness and into their light. Boop. All right, and then let's see. And then it goes into like a little bit of her story of how she created it, and then it goes into it. And then just like reading some of the first few pages of like how she created it and like what they're connecting to, like she knows what she's talking about in the symbology, right? And she even talks about the duality. Like she talks about the elements, and then she has this part where she talks about the duality of the cards and how they connect to us, and really like in this way of her connection to why she created this deck is because like she is about the duality, and she's really about like kind of like more of the introspective, the introspective on the perspective of yourself, like going inside, like kind of like what your soul desires, right? So it's like so it was like what your soul desires, what your soul secrets are, and that's when the name started to come up for me of like, what did she want to be called? Not or she or it, or what did this deck already want to be called? Because I'm starting to get in this thing of naming the decks because their personalities are starting to get like so activated, right? And so yeah, so that's what I wanted to do, and I already started to connect to some kind of name within the first like section of reading, like, oh, this article looks, this paragraph looks interesting to read. And in that first paragraph of reading, I was like, oh, maybe that's the name. And it was like Secret of Souls, or Secret of the Soul. And then like SOS, and then like, well, Secret of Souls, yeah, Secret of Souls, Secret of the Souls. And so that sounded like, something that, I thought, yeah, that's perfect. And I connected, and I felt like I connected with the deck, and I was like, are you sure? Are you sure that's what you want to be called? And it was like, yeah, like that feels good. And so the name of the deck came out to be Secret of the Souls, or SOS. So SOS, I want you to meet SOS, and we're gonna be going over what SOS looks like. So thank you for having patience during that introduction of the deck, because that's what I felt like what I was stalling on, because I wanted to give you guys the lowdown of what happens kind of like during these consecration ceremonies of new decks. Is like you connect with the personality and you activate it and you make it yours. And when you do that, it's a more personal thing, and they want to connect with you. They want to reveal things with you. And especially this kind of deck, and holding already the intention of what I want to imbue like this deck with, it's already telling me like this deck is going to be about like interpersonal connection. Like, how are things connected for me? How is the symbology of my life connected, and showing me things that I know that my soul's trying to tell me, showing me things of how my purpose on earth is supposed to be done. Like, what does God want me to see? What does God want me to be doing? What does God want me to do? Take notice, because he understands the symbols that will help us understand what we're supposed to be doing. What's up, Grace Murphy? And so that's what I feel like I connecting already. And just the way this woman's like described some of her stuff already, it's just like, wow, like this is the way I agree with on describing symbology. Not just in the card, but history, and bringing in other facets of lore and understanding, and also in your own personal beliefs of what those symbols mean, and how they could tell you like what your soul's secrets are. Like, so SOS, like Secrets of the Soul, is what this deck is, what is trying to, like, even though it's named the Naked Heart Tarot, like already like the name that I'm getting from it, that we connected on of what it should be called and wants to be called, is Secrets of the Soul, or abbreviated to SOS, just like Amo is Oracles of Antiquities of Magik Oracle. That's Amo right there, and then here is SOS, but it's not It's Secrets of the Soul, something that I read within the first thing of why the duality happens. So we're going to understand the duality as well, because, and I totally agree with the duality, is because like it's like we have these things that happen in our lives and like, oh, this is so fucked up. Why is this happening? Da, 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 da. But then the duality of it is like, well, why does it get to happen for you? What's the understanding of the situation for you? What is it trying to show you? What's the obstacle in front of you? Like, how can we see this obstacle that's in front of us, right? In the perspective that we see it, how can we see this obstacle, this block that's right in front of us, and see it in a different perspective, right? Oh, well, it still looks like a block. Well, what if we saw it in a different perspective? Well, how is it affecting us? What is it affecting us? What is it costing us? Who else does it affect? You know, in a series of questions or a series of going through this obstacle and introspection, we start to see how like beautiful it actually is and what's really there. The lesson that helps mold and elevate and helps our soul go through evolution to the highest sense of light that it could possibly get to, right? So right away, I am wanting to hold that intention and hold that understanding that that's what this woman had the idea for this deck, is to help us go introspectively into ourselves and understand by connecting to symbols that mean something to us, that show us like, yep, that's what I should be doing. And so primely, in my sense of reading, it's really introspective and understanding, slightly predictive of what's going on in the environment around us and what has been coming up and what might be going on. So that's kind of where I'm going at. All right, so let's get started. Nice little book. It seems very descriptive, and it actually has like on some of the ones it says like kind of like descriptive, like what you're supposed to pay attention to, the sunflower familiarities, and even with the major arcana, it talks about like the even crystal recommendations, astrological signs that it's connected to, how it's connected to the heart. Right, and also like how, like even like whatever object it is, it's like the familiar, and so what that object, what that animal is trying to whisper to you, like the secret meaning or a duality meaning to it, right? So we're gonna see the image and just other symbols to it. So let's get into it, right? And so right off the top, this is one of the things that it comes with. It comes with a crystal grid. A paper for a crystal grid. Beautiful, beautiful crystal grid. And then you can set up. I was feeling I could probably iron that out and make it flat. Stick it onto something. And in the book, it gives you a good description on how to use the crystal grid, how to set it up, how to charge some of the cards on them. It's a nice little thing in the back too for a description. Right? But here's the cool thing. Here's the cool thing about, oh, that's fucking awesome. That's exactly what the back of the cards look like. So here is the deck. Pulling the deck, right? So, well, in the box, we have how she lines up the symbols that are on the side of the box. Right? And then she has it like how they line up with what element is what. The sword, the earth. And like take a look at the way she like draws them out. If the camera focuses in on them a little bit more. On the hilt, there's a feather. And in the cup, it's like water. It's a wave. And the wand is like a piece of a stick, like a wooden stick. And the pentacle's kind of like a gear. It looks really geary. There's you can see like little gears in the inside of the circle right there, right? So there we go. And then so here we go with the deck. That crystal grid is the same that's on the back of the deck, which is so fucking cool. So you could put like a nice little crystal activator on the center of the deck. If you choose to, right? And I forgot what she said it does, Like she even goes into how crystal grids work, which I've heard of them before and I've just seen them set up before, but I never understood what the center stone meant or how the other stones around it like transmute the energy from the center and then the other ones create it to go outward. That's something that I thought that was really really freaking cool. So right off the bat, like so that's what the back of the deck looks like. Right? So I'm all excited over here. All right, and so here we go. We have first off we have this this little message that she created. I don't know if it focuses in on it. Is it? I need glasses, man. So there you go. I need glasses. This deck has been created and set with the intention of providing healing energy, clarity, guidance, and truth. Each card provides insight into the naked heart where ego is extinguished and purity of light flows within you. I'm glad we found each other. Much love, Jillian. I thought that's nice. And so here we go. We have the two wolves on the side, right? And if we take a look at the cloth has two wolves on each side of the deck as well. Like what you see. Look right there. All right. All right, so there we go that's the first deck. I want to see if we could actually see that. All right. Now we're going to go through it card by card, guys. You're going to see what each card is. All right, so here we go. This is the Fool. You know, I need to see closer. 1 second. This is why I can't see, because my viewing window is super small. There we go. That's so much better. All right, so here we go. The Fool, the Unicorn. No, it's crazy how it's the Unicorn, right? Why do you think it would be the Unicorn? And then up at the top, it's gonna have its element symbol that it's connected to, so you can help distinguish of what element and what sign it might be created to, zodiac sign it's connected to as well. So we have the Fool, like a nice little trail, like a mountain, and the Fool with the horn, or the Unicorn. Why do we kind of introspectively, why would it be a unicorn? Most people can see the unicorn and point at it and that it gains attention, but would we want to be a unicorn? Would we really want all that attention? The Fool is usually about going forward and not caring about what we look like in front of each other or in front of other people, but also in actually inspiring other people that they could do the same when we really take a look at the Fool. All right. So here we go for the Magician. If we take a look at the Magician's table, all the elements are on the Magician's table in the Rider-Waite deck. Rider-Waite deck, the Reedy deck, I don't know how to say that. The original deck. And there we go. If you take a look, you see the cup, the wand, the sword, the pentacle. A lot of symbology going on right here in the Magician. And then here we go for the High Priestess. You know what? I have such a great idea. So there we go. So you can see all three of them at a time. So what's coming up next? And close up as it's going through. High Priestess. Represented by the L. I need to come in now. Stop. And the all-seeing eye. Yes, totally. And of course, the traditional little thingy up here. I don't know what that's called. And then also in the original deck, we have how there's two pillars on each side. The duality going again. And so I want to mention again, the duality. If we take a look that there's no border on these cards. That she says in the book that it represents the ability for light to expand and keep expanding, to not be contained. Whereas where in the back we have it in black. Because from the darkness comes the light, where we all want to extend out from and to learn from and go forward from. Okay. So here we go. One second, guys. I got a message real quick. I want to make sure I get to it. Stream. One second. Alrighty. My ears itching. Okay, somebody's talking about me. My ears itching. Somebody's talking about me. All right, so here we go. So all right, now we have Earth Mother. Earth Mother, or the third card in the Major Arcana would be the Empress, right? So Earth Mother, and the Empress represents actually like nurturing and growth, right? And so how that it's green and it's a pregnant woman coming like. And on the bottom, it looks like a starry universe. My nails look so horrible. I feel like just stopping right now and doing a manicure real quick. That's cool. The growth and the crown, the Empress, right? One sec, guys. There we go. And then we have the Emperor. Hey, Christy Lucas. So we have the Emperor right here. And how it's represented by the universe behind it, very like wise and connected. The beard, the flowiness, the crown up here. Also the zodiac that it's connected to as well, symbolized right there. Here. And then also, notice how the eye is missing, how it's like it's winking. So there's like wisdom, it means wisdom, and there's only one eye. So like in the story of Odin, we might not know this, like, so I'm going to connect this to like Viking lore. In the story of Odin, the reason why he doesn't have an eye is because there's a myth that he gave up his eye for unseen knowledge or unknown knowledge. So like when somebody ever winks at you in the sight of something that's happening that everybody might not know, right? But they wink to you like oh, there's something going on, but they just kind of want to nudge to you that there is, like that little wink, what that implies. That comes from Odin actually giving up his eye for unknown knowledge that he shared with the people, right? So like, that's really cool that it's symbolized right here in the card, that there was just like a winking eye, like if the eye is missing. Okay, so it symbolized that the Emperor is also, which means Sky Father, which is funny, I say Sky Daddy for God sometimes. So it represents the Emperor, right? So like unseen knowledge, so wisdom as well, so unknown wisdom. All right, and then so like what's cool about the cloth, I actually have, this is the Divination cloth for the same deck, right? And so here is the Sage, which is the Hierophant in the regular deck, the Rider deck, right? The Hierophant. How it's a blooming flower with a book on it and the all-seeing eye. So like knowledge and seeing everything with knowledge, right? How knowledge and everything becomes available, or seeing everything becomes available with knowledge. So, and here it is represented on the cloth as well. So that's what this space would mean, the energy of the Hierophant when it's showing up on the cloth. right? So this woman, like her symbology is amazing, right? And so and then when I'm done going through the deck, because of going through this deck, right, I started to understand some of the major symbology of why the images are on this cloth in the first place. And I'm like, oh, makes total sense now. Now I feel fully even more empowered to use this cloth, or this labyrinth that I've been calling it. All right, so the lovers. So the lovers is right here represented by two eagles. So if we look at the rider deck, there's a mountain in the background, and that symbol, and there's a mountain in the background, and it goes up towards a peak. So I want to already connect how the how the eagles represent striving to higher peaks or striving to higher elevations with each other. Each one can get there on their own and has their own journey to go towards a higher elevation, to rise up. Each one has their own way to get there, but they choose to be there with each other. They choose to meet there at the same level with each other, represented by the same branch, right? So that's what the lover card is. So yes, they could both reach to higher heights on their own, but they choose to be with each other on the same branch as equals. And that's what creates that. Cool, huh? So there we go. And was there a branch extended out here? Yep. And right up, like I want to say, like right up here in the corner, here's a branch extended right there. All right, and then so up next is we have the chariot, and up here on the cloth, it's up here on the cloth too. The chariot, the double-headed Pegasus. So that represents travel, and then up here is the owl representing wisdom as well. So that would be a good placement of like a good destination to go, a duality of going somewhere. Like I could do this, but I need to do that kind of thing, way of thinking for the chariot. Like two ways of opposition. Just changing something over there so I can see stuff. So I'm looking at my monitor so I can make sure I'm showing the right things. So here we go, we have the chariot. Again, we have the zodiac sign that it represents the Pegasus, to Pisces. Obviously, wings to represent travel and the availability to go anywhere, to travel and go places. And then the double-headed Pegasus representing two different ideas, which is often represented by two different horses on the original card of the chariot. Then we have strength, which is represented by a lion usually. And wings, and how strength and could get us places. And even like infinity, like where's our strength really coming from? Really understanding how it envelops into each other. I get my strength from doing this, and doing this helps me get my strength, and how the strength is almost like the infinity loop. It's not just a circle, it's an infinity loop, because it's like when we draw down from where we're going into, we have to remember where to rise back up again. So it is an infinity loop when we're drawing strength to understand things ourselves, or when we need it to go forward. And then the wings, because how strength gets us there. Cool. What's up, future someone? I am doing the unboxing for the Naked Heart or tarot deck by Jillian C. Wild, which I am renaming to SOS, Secrets of the Soul deck, because that's what I am intending that it helps us do, helps me understand, helps when I use it, helps you go inside yourself and really see things that are going on within you. So right now we're coming up, we just started a little while ago, even though it says like 30 minutes. So right here we have the Hermit. I needed to give a good down low and history on things. So right here we have the Hermit. Oh, that makes sense on why the owl is up there with the Pegasus. when we need to take time to be with ourselves, when we need to understand that, see how the owl is connected to the key. And we have the mountains and forests representing seclusion or isolation as well. Like, I would want to go to a mountain forest home to represent that as well. And we could see how the mountain could also represent like the heights that we might need to travel for our growth. And the turtle obviously representing the hermit. Like, nope, leave me alone. I'm gonna go in my little cave. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. And then up here we have the star, which helps us illuminate the wisdom that we would gain with the sign of the zodiac right there. All right, and then so we have Wheel of Fortune. The little representatives of fortune. We have a little, what is it? A little squid with tentacles. We have a little crab. We have a skull, 2 skulls. The effects of chance and change. Then we have Justice. Hey Libras! Innocent until proven guilty. And then I like to see this one, like the Hangman. Right? Like, check out the Hangman. The Hangman is represented by a bat. How fucking cool is that? The Hangman is represented by a bat in this deck. Come on, focus. And like, kind of like, and in the Rider deck, when we have the Hangman, he kind of has like that illuminated aura around him. So the Hangman is like not necessarily, oh, you're dead, right? But it's like I came under the idea, like one of the spirit guides in the back is like, oh, this is the Hangman, which is kind of like we shot ourselves in the foot kind of thing, right? We kind of shot ourselves in the foot. The realization, like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have did that. But now we know better. That's kind of like the idea of the Hangman, right? So here we have it represented with the bat. So the bat is very, like, he could fly. He has echolocation. He might bump into things a few times and not know where to get it. But motherfucker could fly at least. And he could see things and do things that, you know, we might not understand. You ever understand the dude that... Did you see the one about the dude that taught himself echolocation and now he could ride a bike and he was blind? Not that he shot himself in the foot, but he realized things where he saw the shortcomings and now he knows how to go through those shortcomings. Understanding our shortcomings, or see how we messed things up for ourselves. The Hangman. And how we're not really at a fault. We have this just other way, this other realization. I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Beep. 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 I was thinking of it a certain way. I just don't want to get them mixed up. I know I need to shuffle them still, but I want to keep them in order. It's not my Libra showing. Leave me alone. Here you go. We have death. We have all the different phases of the moon on the top because it comes in many different ways. Skeleton, rose, blooming. I think death is walking through a rose bush garden in the card. Right? And then in the end, death doesn't really represent death. It represents change and rebirth, represented by the butterfly. Turn it over, Adam. All right, here we go. We have temperance. Temperance, kind of like weighing things out, understanding it. understanding the difference between this or that. Do I want that or it? The male or the masculine? The male or the feminine? Is it hot or is it cold? Queen or queen? King or queen? Not that kind of queen. Right? Of the devil. So I've come to recently to have the understanding that the devil doesn't really actually mean the devil. It means restraint and restraint of and how our temptations restrain us, how our temptations and desires can corrupt us and restrain us, and how it actually does equal a kind of death to us when we become corrupted and we're not ourselves because of the corruption. That's beautiful, actually. Oh, then I love this one for the Tower card. The Tower card right here. Tower card. See how the log is burning, and the log is burning, struck by lightning, in divine destruction, or symbolic of divine destruction. And then the wave right here, already symbolizing like water's coming, healing energy, healing water is already coming to wash it over, already to wash it away, to create that new canvas, to create that new slate. Okay. Then we have the star. Oh wait, nope. The star right here for direction, guidance, following our true innermost guidance system. What is it trying to tell us? Represented by the color blue, communication. Blue chakra color. And this one's interesting, is the moon. And I'm also coming into understanding the moon a little bit more too, because in the rider deck, there is the two faces of the moon in there, like the crescent moon with the face and then the full moon with the face, right? And then here we have also with the different phases of the moon, and then it's represented by a wolf. If you look in the rider deck, there's two wolves on the bottom howling at the moon, and I've seen this in another deck where it's represented by two people wearing wolf's masks howling at the moon. And so to connect to that, what the moon means is like, what are your inner instincts telling you? What are your deeper instincts telling you on what you are trying to express during this time? What's in the shadow? Yes, also representative of shadow work as well. Like, what's in the shadow? That's cool. Okay. And then we have the sun, everlasting and eternity, represented by the scarab beetle. What's going on? What are you going to bring ascent to? How is he going to take you there? Ooh, judgment. Butterflies. Like, we remember like the souls in the rider deck, like not going anywhere, and then the some that are actually ascending forward. Like the judgment, like, are you learning? And the ones that do are the ones that ascend. We have the universe represented by the element and the eye, and then the bee. What is your place in the universe? The bee, the worker bee. Even though it might be one bee, it still has an integral in that. It still has a big part in the universe. I can't say that word. Integral. I don't know how to say that word. Then we have the naked heart. So this deck, she says that she gave it, I don't know if there's whatchamacallit, I think it stops at 21, right? 21 cards. She said that she gave this an extra card, and this is that, and the representative of that. Your true heart's desire, your true calling, the rawness of it all, exposed to everything, the change that we seek. That's what this card represents. Thank you, future someone. This was a gift by Jess Flores. Jess Flores gifted me this deck because I was doing the unboxing for this deck right here, which is the Oracle deck for this deck specifically. So these three objects, the cloth, the tarot deck, and this Oracle deck, they're all meant to go together. So this is literally like a collection from the author of this deck, which is Jessica C. Wilde. And I haven't really read the books yet on her, so I've read some of the articles in them, and just what she's described already in some of them is just whoa, I totally thought that too. And I'm like, okay, I gotta like just like go through this, right? And so here we go. So that's actually the last of the major arcana. That's last of the major arcana cards, right? Now we're gonna go through, let's see. We're gonna go through the wands. And I'll just like go, there's a lot of wands. So I'm just gonna go through them. Not as quick, not as long, but I'm just like gonna show them up, okay? Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. And I already see like the connections between why she chose what animal, and the reason why she uses animals for the spiritual connection or what familiarity that they might give us, like using them as a familiar. And so wands or the fire element is really about opportunities and going forward and taking opportunities and what to do with them. Remember the one in Rider deck with the guy, grabbing the whole bundle of wands or staffs? And I just squeak. And so here's where it gets cool though. That's 10 of wands. And well, in the Rider deck we have the page, the messenger, the knight, and queen and king, right? So messenger, page, knight, king, page, knight, queen, king, right? So here we have the page. Innocence of Wands. It's represented as innocence. I have to go, but this is really interesting. We'll watch the video soon. Awesome. Thanks, Christy Lucas. Thanks, Christy! So Innocence of Wands. So they're represented by innocence for page. Right? And then what represents the knight is movement. In the Rider deck, we have wait, is it Spirit of Wands? No, wrong way. We have movement of wands, represented by a fox too. Notice how they're all foxes? We have movement, so that's the knight. On the rider deck, they're all the knights are on horses, representing movement, action. Okay. Oops, wrong way. And then we have Spirit of Wands, which is the queen, or Heart of Wands, which is the queen. Taking the heart of the action. And then, this is one I said it twice. Here's Spirit of Wands. Notice how the gecko has its tail in its mouth, representing full circleness, or this circle of life kind of idea. Right? So that is like, you know, that is the wands right there. Right? And so we have now we have the cups. And see how the element is right there right here in the middle. And then water, waves, then a little octopus hand. That's cool. All right, here we go. Two of Cups. I really don't want to like have to shuffle them because I like the way they feel, but I will. I like that one, Seven of Cups with the giraffe and the cloud in the skies, because that's what it represents. Do you kind of like see how they kind of look kind of like the way the rider deck would be? If you hear my stomach, I'm sorry. All right, and here we go. So the major suit for this is going to be whales. All right. That was for water. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get them better. Here we go. And here, as the decks, the suit is represented by the panther and the swords. feathers. All right, here we go. Last one. Bam. Let me just get out of the frame. You know what? Let's see how this works. I'm just trying to be all up in the thing. I'm trying to get comfortable doing this. There you go. Oh, that's so cute. Look at it, so cute. Hey, Miss Kiff. Now I get in a comfortable one. I'm unboxing the new deck that I just got today from, her name is Jessica C. Wild, and it's called the Naked Heart Tarot. And Jess Flores gifted me this. Ten of Pentacles. Oh, so this one's cute. Innocence of Pentacles is represented by Bison. Miss Kiff, you definitely got to go back and see what the others, what it all looked like when the major arcana. How do I prep my deck? I was just talking about that, Miss Kiff. I'm going to talk about that right now. Guys, give me a sec. I'm going to go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. So this is, these are the elemental cards. These are the minor arcana. And then these are the major arcanas. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 sec. All right, I'm back. Hey, Gwen Sawyer. So we're gonna get into how do I prep my decks. Let's see. I need some lighting. All right, so we're gonna get into how I prep my decks. I just did that a little while ago. I have on Mondays I have ceremony, which is where it's my day where I connect with God and have like communion with Him and talk to Him, and like just like do that. And I pull my own card. That's the day that I pull my own cards for myself, right? And and so the deck came in right before I was going to set up for ceremony. And so during that ceremony, I was able to do all my normal ceremony stuff. And then at the end, I was able to consecrate my deck, which is prep my deck. So, in reading the book a little bit, she says the same thing. You got to prep your deck. You got to connect to it. You have to understand it. You have to wash away the energies that it might have attained on travel towards you or whoever had it before you. I don't necessarily, oh, my days, the major arcana is stunning and had a quick rewind. Right. So I don't want to really wash away the energies of what the creator had the intentions for, because that's really powerful as well. But I want to kind of like wash away the energies that will allow it to be mine, to kind of like the personality of the deck will come through and will want to resonate with me, right? And will want to communicate with me and talk with me and trust me and create a relationship, because you want to create a relationship with your deck. I don't get a notification when you get on. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I don't know how to fix that. I know I get that for Light Girl Tarot. I don't get a notification when she goes on either. Um, but I get notifications when you guys comment and stuff like that. That's weird. So when I prepped my deck, I was able to have the sage going. I had the copal and frankincense and myrrh incense going. So those smokes were very purifying already, and so I was able to use that time to crack open the deck, fan them open, wave them through the smoke, and clear them and cleanse them, connect with them, feel its personality awaken, and connect. What kind of voice does it have? How are the images showing up in my head towards them? Most of all, the kind of like, most of all, the kind of like essence or an intention that I'm gonna hold for the deck. Like for instance, I know this deck right here, Amo, is really Oracle. She's an Oracle deck, and she's going to give me little hints and whispers or little nudges. And her personality is very Southern Belle kind of thing, right? And then so with this deck, I got not so much of a Southern kind of thing or Belle kind of thing, but more of like just like a calm voice, a calm kind of like just like a calm voice. It sounded neutral. It sounded more along the lines of feminine, but more just neutral in a way of a voice. And then the idea of like came through like, well, what would I want to call this deck? Like, well, there's no connection or not yet. There wasn't anything resonating of what I would want to call it right off the bat. And so opening up the book, I connected to one of the first lines that I read was, this deck is meant to help you see the secret of your soul, right? The secrets of your soul's desires. And then right away it hit me like SOS. And then I felt like if her face like had an eyebrow perk up kind of thing, weird, this is all going on in my head. And I'm like, is that it? Do you want to be called that? And then it just kind of rang that bell. So here we have the deck is being dubbed and named and consecrated in the name of SOS, and connecting with the deck and really going through each card and waving it through the smoke of the frankincense and the myrrh and the sage, just waving it through and putting it down, waving it through, looking at it, putting it down, waving it through, putting it, and just kind of connecting with the first impulse of what the image tells me, connecting with the symbology of what I connected with the first part of the symbology on the card. And so that's what I'll be doing through each day. Wave it through the smoke, look at it, put it down. Wave it through the smoke, look at it, put it down. Like I'm clarifying whatever energy it had on it, waving it through the smoke, and then putting it down. Like, and so I could identify with it again anew, afresh, right? And this is all instinctively. This is all just instinctively. It's not something that I read or read or have written down somewhere, but it's just something instinctively that has like just come to just be and do. And so in connecting the deck and prepping the deck, that's one part of it. And then when I was done, I went through some of them and I thought like, well, which one would be my yes card? Right? And like which one would be my yes card? And I think it's like I think it's something somewhere in the water or in the air cards. Right? It's one of those, but it's like really connecting to your yes card. So whatever question you might ask or whatever thing you're wondering about and you're doing a spread, and if that card comes up, it's like definite yes, definite positive. Even if it came up upside down, if you're reading reversals, which you should, no judgment. But if you're reading reversals, right? The yes card even comes in as a definite yes, yes, why not, kind of like thing, right? And then also connect with a no card. Connect with a definite fucking no card. Like this is a nope, cancels out the whole spread. This is a no, don't even go here. Kind of like, do that. It was like it was unpersonal. What do you mean personal? Is that my fault that it's unpersonal? Do I need to put it for worldwide or publications and stuff? Right, and so that was that, right, and just like connecting to it on that part. Right? And so what's your no card? Like definitely no, cancels out the spread. Nope. Then like I can't even ask this. Right? So I need to turn off my so that's how I connect with the card initially. That's how I connect with it. How do I prep the deck? I connect with the yes card, connect with the no card, kind of connect with the first impulse of what the intuition or intention for this deck should be. Right? And so right away I knew that the intention for this deck is going to be about introspection, about how to go inward. Even the back of the card implies that because the card has the Metatron cube right on the back of it. Right? Hold on, I need to send a little. Hey, Just Flores, I'm actually streaming live right now, going over the deck right now and talking about it and doing the unboxing for it. Okay, so here we go. So like it has like the Metatron cube like right on the back already. So it kind of like already implies that to go introspection and how everything connects with each other. How this connects with that, how basically how the center point really connects with everything. Right? So the Metatron cube in the back already implies that. Oh, okay. Duh, thank you. Thank you. It's good. Right? So just by going off of like what that implies and just connecting already with what she's written, I already am resonating with the purpose of the deck and how the readings from this deck and Amo and on the cloth is just gonna be just so like what the hell, man. This is gonna be fucking amazing because like already like just like kind of like build it up. It's like go up now. We're gonna see like how it's all like put together, right? So here we go. Let's take it out of zoom. It's not as glidey as it should be. Right? But there we go. Here is the fullness of what the divination cloth looks like, right? So as you can see how the artwork already just like lines up already with that. Hey, Just Flores. And so I just made the first cut. Did I make the first cut? Yes, I did. Oh my god. I'm so nervous about making the first cut into this deck, right? I'm so like really, 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 really nervous. Like it just looks beautiful. Jess, take a look at it. Just don't be sorry. That looks so cool. Jess, you definitely got to go back and take a look. So just watch all the way up to... Oh, Jess, look at you showed up at 111. You showed up around 111 on my timer right now. So just go back to like 111 on the stream. Like watch all the way up to 111 and then you're here. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's give it its first... Let's give it its first shuffle. Aren't you guys... Wait. Don't you guys get excited by giving it its first shuffle? I totally get so excited by giving it its first shuffle. It's so like... It's just like... It's really like... Like the energy is just like... Yes, like it's really like awake and it's alive. It's like kind of like broken out of stasis kind of thing. It's like so fucking cool. Okay, let's go back to it. Alright, so it's like... Alright, let's do this. First, we're going to see where it cuts at. Cuts at 3 of Cups. All right. Here we go, guys. Ready? Let's do this. Oh, it's a nice glide of a shuffle already. Oh, and I love the way it goes in. Yes, this is really good cardstock. Whatever cardstock this is awesome. Did you guys see that? That glided together. You know if you're a shuffler, that counts, man. You know it. But you know, you need to see my face as I do this. You guys need to definitely see my face as I do this. That was awesome. That was so great. That was so good. There is that 3 of Cups again. Here we go. Another shuffle. It is so satisfying. It is so satisfying, guys. A lot of people don't like to shuffle like this because it bends the card. I'm like, nah, it wears them in. They'll lie flat. They'll take care of you. You take care of it. All right. That feels good, man. Oh, they feel good already. My toes are tinglies. My little toesies are going nuts, man. All right. Here we go. And I just love them already. And I love, okay, watch. So here's the cool thing, right? Here's the way they will lay out on the thing. Right? Cool, right? Like here, like down below, you can get like an idea. Like black on black, right? Black on black, and they fit like perfectly in the square too. Black on black, and then they pop with that white on the background. That white on the black background, it just totally pops. That artwork just like totally pops on the art on the background. This is a beautiful deck. Jess, thank you so much, Jess. I totally love this deck already. I love this deck. I honestly, Jess, I don't think I've ever, other than probably the Transparent Tarot, just because it's so innovative and crazy in the way I know it helps with stories, like I've never really connected with a deck so like inwardly before, knowing how this is just going to go inward and just help for the highest elevation of yourself, of highest evolution of where you want to go and what are you doing. SOS, then what's the name of the deck? And did I miss that? I'll go back for a replay. Yeah, I already named the deck. The deck is SOS. Secret of Souls, or Secret of the Souls. So Secret of Souls is SOS. So this is SOS right here, guys. And I just kind of like, ooh, she didn't want to slide. I kind of like named it that because that's what I feel like she is going to reveal. Like our soul's desires, our soul's wants for manifestation, our soul's wants for evolution and ascension, and what that could help with. You know, the symbology that it would take to get there. You know, like there's, you know, the tales of like mystics and oracles beyond tarot card reading, and beyond tarot reading, the forms of divination and oracles and mystics, soothsayers were all consulted before by great leaders before. And this is what this is about. It's about consultation of the soul's desires, of the soul's wants. And when we see these symbols and when we see these things come up, it resonates with us. Like, oh, so on point. And we do that, and I feel like we do that because we have this thing going on in our head, and we have this story going on in our head, and sometimes we don't know if it's right or if it's true, or should we follow it or should we not, or we don't know if it's instinct or if it's impulse or if it's greed. Like, we don't know what it is, but it's there. But in a way, when we could see this on a deck or see this in cards, it makes sense for us, right? I saw this the other day, it means good luck. You know, or why do we think freaking a piece of paper and a baked cookie is going to tell us that we're going to win the lottery? You know, it's the fact that it means something to us, right? It's the intention of what it's set to mean for something for us. And so, and that's just what I just feeling for this. I'm getting tingly all over here as you are placing those on Lab. I am so excited. I'm so cool. That's so cool that you called it Lab. And so, yeah, so it's just, I want to make sure like it spreads out one day. But Miss You Sweet, thank you for your kind words. This is like so awesome. Like, all right. So with the deck, let's finish off this stream with going around the elements. Let's go around the circle of the elements real quick. So as you guys can see on the deck, we have right here on the side right here, we have West, which is our element of water, West. And then up here we have North. We have North, which is the element of Earth, right? And then down below, which did I move that too much? Let's see. Can you go up? No. All right, cool. Wait. There we go. So here we go. So now, like you guys are seeing in full circle of all the things. So up here we have North, and then right here down here we have East, right? And then, so yeah, so let's go to it. So each element is going to get a card pull from the new deck tonight. All right, and maybe if Amel wants to, she's gonna come in and give some clarity. All right, so for the evening, how did our evening end tonight? Everybody that came on for coffee and cards? Awesome. Thank you so much for showing up for coffee and cards tonight. This morning, actually, I'm going to be doing coffee and cards tomorrow morning as well. I kind of want to get that going as a morning thing, probably lasting for 45 minutes or so. Like, this morning was a lot of banter and like trying to get it going and understanding why I was doing it. But Adam, what is it meant? Won't pass you by. Deck was meant for you. Your hands. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jess. So coffee and cards tomorrow as well. And then as well, so that's going to get going as well. So coffee and cards this morning was really cool. I hope everything that happened came through for you guys, helped you today as well. All right, here we go. Let's get into coffee and cards. Not coffee and cards, let's get into that. So, SOS, let everybody know what their element's desire is. So over here on West, we have the elements of West, and then up North, put it on audio. You know what? I'm thinking of taking the audios from Coffees and Cards and turning them into a podcast so there's an audio of them. Coffee and Cards. Because it's not just about like predicting the future, but also talking about them, what they're implying for the day, what they could show us, what lessons are there, you know? Coffee and Cards with Adam Martinez. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Here we go. SOS, show me heart's desires. Tell me what the soul desires. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. SOS, show me norths. Show me east. Show me south. Oh, no, don't show me south. Show me south. And then, show me over here in the west. Here we go. All right. Where's my little cheat sheet at? Did I put my cheat sheet away? Nope. There it is. Oopsie. Gosh darn it. I just messed things up. There we go. Little cheat sheet. Here's my cheat sheet. Up here in the north, covering Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right here. That would be dope. What would be dope? Up here in the north with the new deck. Up here in the north. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What your soul desires is showing you today. Or tonight. Let's see what it is. Ooh. 10 of Swords. Stabbed like a rat. Stabbed like a rat upside down. You know what? It's all in your head, dude. You're not gonna get in trouble. Kind of like you're not in trouble. You're not like kind of like it's not working out for you or that everything's against you. Nah, that's all in your head. Again, that's all in your head. Earth signs. All right, for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this came up for you guys today too. Believe it or not, this came up for a few of you guys today. Oh, that would be dope for the podcast? Yes, it would, right? You know what? Thank you, Jess. So, 10 of Swords right there. This is our feelings for the night, but it's upside down. It's not that it's happening. It's just in our head. It's not real. So get it out of your head, guys, tonight. Clear your mind tonight. Do whatever you need to tonight. Take that warm bath. Eat a good meal. Order out. Get some comfort food. Watch Dancing with the Stars. Whatever's on. Whatever you need to glutton yourself into to feel secure and awesome and get those thoughts out of your head. All right? And then, all right, here for air signs. Air signs coming up. For Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, tonight. What are we going? What are our soul's desires? So real quick, what I meant for this, for earth signs, up at the top, is what your soul desires is the relief of that. Your soul's desire is the relief of cutting yourself mentally. Your soul's desire is wondering why you talk to yourself that way. Even though you guys might have some good connections and stuff on certain things, and you love God and all that other stuff, like, yes, great, cool. But how you talk to yourself is different. Right, so this is the release of that. Understand, let go of that. Don't do that. It's upside down. Like, no. You don't need it. Why are you doing it? Most of all, why are you doing that? Not don't do it. Why are you doing that? Contemplate it. Do you have proof to do that? Right, do you have proof to do that? Do you have proof to think of yourself that way? All right, so here we go. So here we go for air signs. Ooh, 5 of Wands. All right. Stop avoiding seizing the opportunity. Your soul's telling you stop being a procrastinator. 5 of Wands. Okay, so real quick, let's show this up here for air signs. You have direction. You have direction, right? See those arrows right there? Those arrows represent the direction. And the fire underneath, like, we have the opportunities, we get inspired, we get ignited by opportunity. A lot, air signs. But the fact that it came in upside down is that we don't do enough for those opportunities. Our soul's desires are telling us, SOS is telling us, stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating, because eventually when we as we're procrastinating so much, that fire to even do anything eventually is just going to die because we're not feeding it. How spot on is that? Because we're not feeding it. You guys, we getting some realness tonight. We're getting some soul desires right now. Understanding some soul shit right now. Stop procrastinating. Stop thinking of yourselves that way. Stop procrastinating on opportunities, golden opportunities. All right, let's see what we have for fire signs. Fire signs down on the bottom. Let's see what's going on. You got yours in today too, Jess? Here we go. Fire signs on the bottom. Two of Pentacles upside down as well. Our soul's desires are all telling us, all of our elements right now, all are telling us our desires. So SOS is coming out, being real. Stop wasting time. You're wasting time in debating, basically. I've never actually really seen the Two of Pentacles depicted like that. In the idea of like as we're weighing things out, because it's in the Rider deck, it's the guy going like this with the Two Pentacles. In the time that we're weighing things out, we're wasting time. Being indecisive. Being decisive on if we're abundant or not, or if we're valid or not, or if we're enough or not. We're wasting time on that. Right? So there we go for Pentacles. Sorry, not Pentacles, but for air signs. Your SOS is like, stop doing that. Stop wasting time. So procrastinating against opportunities, the way we're thinking about it ourselves, and this upside down as well, like, you know, in a sense of procrastinating, but it's more about wasting time, fire signs. Wasting times on being indecisive. There you go, being indecisive. The negative effects of being indecisive. All right, so over here for water signs. Let's see what we got. Water signs. Water signs. Da-na-na-na. Water signs. Water signs. You guys are going to have these little tunes going in your head at work all day. Watch. All right, here we go. Water signs. Ooh, Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands upside down. Not quite there yet. Keep going. Right? It's like we're dawning on another opportunity to do it. So it's like our soul's desire is telling us to keep going. We almost had it going. We're trying, like if this is trying to make a teepee, a structure, we're almost going, this is the dawning of a new day. Right? This is the dawning of a new day to start again. You could try again. So take an opportunity, which is represented by wands. Do that opportunity to try again. Start again. Pick up that end of the stick and this is the dawning of a new day. Right? So it's almost like you not wanting to try again. Our soul's almost tired of trying. You're almost tired of trying, but your soul's desires is like, don't give up. Don't give up. There you go, water signs. Don't give up. Don't get over emotional too as well. But don't give up. So if it was right side up, I'd be like, yeah, rah, rah, shoot, shoot, ball, don't even really try again. No, this one's like, don't give up. Okay. And then all right, so here we go. So all the elements, earth, air, fire, water, all you guys got your primary, like, kind of like souls, SOSs today. Your SOSs today. Let's go and close it out with the overall theme of how we could bring it together. All right. Five of Pentacles upside down. All right. So a lot of our soul is telling us is to let go of what we think is valuable. To tie it all together, there's a reason, like, we think our image is valuable, right? Okay, Five of Pentacles upside down. A false idea of what we think is valuable. Or what we think abundance is, or what we think validation is. This is a false idea of what we think is valuable, right? So here we go. Let's analyze this. Okay. I love those SOSs in the fucking emojis. Yes. So here we go. Like the main overall theme is that to have a reevaluation. Our soul SOS is like a reevaluation of what we think is valuable. Okay, so here we go. How we think of ourselves. All right, how we think, how we eat, or how we beat ourselves up. Represented with air signs for earth signs. Okay, come on, focus. There you go. How we beat ourselves up, right? How we think of ourselves. And then for air signs, how we procrastinate. How we squander opportunities. How we are indecisive. And how we see failed attempts. How we see trying. And all of these are connected to our false idea of what we think is valuable. And it's unraveling. It's unraveling like the way a beaded necklace is. Right there, right there. It's unraveling. It's coming apart. It's coming apart in the way of what we think. Maybe people don't. When people think of me, doesn't matter. Like, maybe they didn't even see that. And then for air signs, it's like, yeah, you know what? Opportunities aren't going to come for me as much anymore. I need to stop doing that. And then for fire signs, like, yeah, I do waste a lot of time thinking that it's just going to come to me. And then we have water signs. Being so emotional on the way things work out. Why try anymore? Why try if they're never going to work out in the way they're never going to make me feel the way I want to feel? All of it is based on a false idea of what we think is valuable. SOS is like, yeah, all based on a false idea of what we think is valuable. Mo, what are you doing? Mo just wants to give us a little whisper, a little nudge for tonight before we end, guys. All right. And guys, I'm working on getting the links for all the stuff that you see in my channel, and you see the stuff that I talk about, the other decks that I reviewed, the decks that I use. I'm working on getting all those links in there so you guys know where to get it and get it if you guys are interested in. All right. So here we go. Mo, what do you want to say? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so funny. Here we go. A Mo right here. She's agreeing right there. Sun, vitality, upside down. Right here over it. She's agreeing, letting it die. She's agreeing, like, let this die. Let this idea of false identity die. With the vitality upside down, along with the identity card, that false identity, or the idea of validation, or what we think is valuable. She's talking about letting it die with the vitality or sun upside down. Yep, let it die. Let it go down. Time for figuring out a different way. All right. Well, thanks, Adam, for beating us up with this. Well, yeah. Your soul. I feel like your soul's asking you for more. More than what we think of ourselves to be. I feel like your soul's asking you to dig deeper, to have a deeper understanding, to not just always seek love and how to get it, but also to seek love within yourself and then learn how to give it. So with that, I'm just going to stop right there. Thank you guys for joining tonight and being here. Again, Jess, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for this beautiful deck. I can't wait to give you a reading. I'm going to send you a link to set up your appointment with that. And yes, you guys, thank you guys for being here. I'm almost close to 100 subscribers, guys. I'm 5 away, and that raffle's going awesome. I'm going to do the winner. I'm going to pull the winner for that raffle on Friday. Or maybe Wednesday. I'm not sure. But however the comments come in, I am gonna just like totally I don't know. I'm gonna either Wednesday or Friday. And again, guys, thank you guys so much for being here on the channel and supporting me so far. If you guys, I have appointments available for where is it at? There it is. Let's see. I have links available for you guys if you guys want to book your appointment, space and time. As well, if you guys want to show a little bit of love for the episode tonight, some of the Venmo and PayPal links are right there. If you guys want to do a little thank you, Adam, for being on tonight. But yeah, that's all up to you guys. I just, I love doing this for you guys. Like, I didn't realize how much I was gonna love streaming on YouTube a lot. I'm like, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Over here being stuck on Facebook with the same freaking 40 people over and over and over. So yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna end that. You guys have a beautiful, bright, and shiny evening. Thank you guys so much. Again, Jess, thank you so much. And remember, guys, appreciate what you appreciate because it appreciates. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Do 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 do.